In this video, we're going to start by installing Google Workspace. Once it's connected, your agent can read your email, manage your calendar, pull documents out of your drive, all really high-value stuff. This is the chapter that makes the whole thing feel real. GOG, the Google One Gateway, is a single skill that wires up Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Contacts in one OAuth flow. Fair warning, this chapter runs a little longer than the others, but you only do it once, ever, and the payoff is huge. Let's get into it. In ClawHub, search for GOG. You could also search for Google. And the one we're looking for is the one from Peter Steinberger. That's this one here, @StyPete. Click that one. And then simply copy the prompt for the install and setup. Let's go to our Telegram and then paste in that prompt. It came back saying the skill was installed. Now we're going to set it up. Google reasonably wants to verify who's asking before handing over access to your inbox. The way you prove it is by creating a Google Cloud project, generating what are called OAuth credentials, and pasting them to your agent. A few minutes, one time, and never again. I'll walk you through every click. OAuth is the mechanism that lets one app ask another app for permission to access your data without ever seeing your password. You approve the access on Google's side, Google hands back a credential, and your agent uses that credential. It's the same pattern as sign in with Google on any other website. First, open a new tab and go to console.cloud.google.com. First, you'll need to sign into your Google account, and next you'll need to create a project. In the upper left, click Select a Project, then click New Project. Give your project a name. I'll call mine OpenClaw, and click Create. When the project is created, go ahead and click Select Project. And then on the left side, hover over APIs and Services, then click Enabled APIs and Services. Now we need to go through and enable the APIs for each individual Google service that we want to use. So let's start with Gmail. We'll click Enable APIs and Services at the top. Then search for Gmail. Select it from the list. Then click Enable. Then here on the Gmail API page, we can see that the status is set to enabled. Now we need to add the next Google service. Click the back arrow in the upper left, and then repeat the process. Click Enable APIs and Services and search for your next skill. Go through and do this for all of the Google Workspace skills you want to use: Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Sheets, Docs, People. And I'll be honest, this OAuth process is probably the most annoying part of the entire setup. You're creating a project in Google Cloud, enabling APIs one by one, setting up OAuth consent screens, and the whole process takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and it can feel really tedious. But once it's done, and the payoff is huge. Once you're done adding all your individual APIs, next click OAuth consent screen on the left side. Then click Get Started. Give your app a name. Again, we'll call it OpenClaw. Select your email from the user support email dropdown and click Next. For audience, select External. Click Next. For contact information, just add your own email. Click Next. And then agree to the terms of service. Click Create when you're done. Great, now that our OAuth configuration is set up, click Audience on the left side. And here we'll add a test user. Scroll down the page and then click Add Users under the Test Users section. Then enter your email address and click Save. Now we need to set up our OAuth credentials. Click the hamburger menu in the upper left, then under APIs and Services, click Credentials. In the top, click Create Credentials, and then select OAuth Client ID. In the Application Type dropdown, select Desktop App and give it a name. I'll call mine OpenClaw. And click Create. And here we've got a confirmation saying the OAuth client was created. Now, the thing you'll want to do here is download the JSON file at the bottom of this pop-up. Then, return to your Telegram and send the JSON file to your bot. It may ask what your Gmail address is, so go ahead and just tell it. And then it'll provide you with this big, long link to click. Go ahead and click that, open it in your new tab, log into your account, And it'll say Google hasn't verified this app. You should only continue if you know the developer. Well, in this case, you're the developer, so you can click continue and then continue again. Select all to give OpenClaw access to all of those different tools. And click continue. And then you'll get an error that says this site can't be reached. This is actually the expected behavior. Go ahead to your address bar and copy the full URL in there, then paste it back in the Telegram. Occasionally, you might run into an error where the state expires and it doesn't go through right away. Just follow the same process once more, clicking the link, authorizing, and then copying the URL and providing it to OpenClaw. All right, OpenClaw says we're connected to Google. Now that we're connected, let's run a quick test to make sure everything's working right. In Telegram, let's tell our bot, add a meeting to my calendar with Joey Nobody on Tuesday the 28th at 4 p.m., 1 hour long. It might ask to confirm, like in this case here. That looks right. I'll say yes, good to go. And after a minute, you can see the meeting showed up on my calendar and OpenClaw's confirmed it. Now we know OpenClaw can add calendar events, but can it read them? Let's move this meeting to a different time and see if it can identify that. We'll ask OpenClaw, I moved the meeting. When is it now? And it quickly responds that it's on Wednesday from 2 to 3. That's exactly right. You can do the same thing with emails, Google Docs, Sheets, anything in your drive. Google is now connected.